Hello, Exodus here. This video is actually related to the Bloon Star Defense 6. Now, the Social Season event is going on. It has been 7 days already, and after 7 days, the goal of 1 trillion pops have been finally reached. But now, it's not gonna be easy to get to 3 million pops, because if it keeps up and players are gonna continue playing like this, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna achieve those good rewards. I actually want to get Bomb Shooter Best Boy Pet. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Who really wouldn't want that reward? I want, because I have 2 dogs and I love dogs. Actually, I love all animals. But that's beside the point. The Monkey Star itself, I believe this perk is really cool, and if we can get it, this will be amazing. Now, the goals are being unlocked in 12 hours, the second phase, so your teams should focus and lock in, because 175,000 stars for Bossbuster. Come on, Bossbuster, to be able to deal 5 plus damage to boss bones with all towers, and then heroes gaining 15 damage. This is flat. Towers will benefit much more from heroes, I believe here, but genuinely, this against the boss events is gonna make him a breeze. Well, I'm in the clan right now, and we aren't doing bad, but we're not gonna have enough people. We're probably gonna reach ladder advantage season 4, but we're not gonna be able to reach season 5. Sadly for me, but I know how to beat bosses, which this is concludes to the another point. How to get as many pops as possible? Well, you can play boss events. This time we have Blastapopoulos, and if you play this event, you will actually achieve a pretty good amount of pops, because the rounds go up to around 120 and also a bit above. And keep that in mind. The longer the rounds are, the further they go, the more pops you can get. So boss is very good for actually achieving this amount of pops. But now, what if you don't want to do the boss, or you did the boss and you can be asked? Well, there's still this collection event. It's gonna last 1 more day. I believe it's gonna last actually 2 more days, because it's just show Wednesday, but I think it's gonna last till tomorrow. Just play those maps, get yourself some points, get yourself some chests. For example, I have unlocked the best chest already, and you can get tier 3s, most often tier 4s, and rarely you can get tier 5 insta monkeys. And well, this is pretty easy proof. For example, I have Dark Monkey, tier 5, 2 tier 5 boomerang monkeys, which is very funny that I have actually similar monkeys. 0 to 5 tack shooter, 5-0 to ice monkey. I mean, guys, this is just insanity, really. Look how many monkeys I have. I have 5-0 mortal monkey. I have 2-0. You don't understand. This is one of the best insta monkeys you can get. This is one of the best insta monkeys, because this is a monkey ace, and 205. To upgrade this monkey alone, if you go in the military branch and then you go in the monkey ace, you need around 120,000 in-game coins to actually get tier 5. This saves you 120,000. Bear in mind, you can get it. You can get it from this event. You just have to play the maps. You can play any maps you want. I've almost all completed on the beginner difficulty, and then intermediate difficulty. Advanced and the expert are yet to be completed for me, because if you'll notice, I'm level 152. I am genuinely not that far away from actually completing. After I complete all of the maps, I'm gonna try to get black border on all of the chimps map. And for people who don't know, the black border means that you have completed the chimps map without losing a round, or without leaving to the main menu. Because if you leave to the main menu, which is also a strategy used whenever you're about to lose a round, because then it resets the round and brings you to the beginning of it without you actually losing and having to pay monkey money to get and try again. If you do that, you don't get black border. You only get black border if you continuously beat the map. Every map has its advantages and disadvantages, but it's not that hard, trust me. Now, because this has been unlocked, Projectile Ricochet, you can play on any map. But the most important thing is you have to play Impoppable or Chimps for the biggest efficiency, because those two mods yield 2.2 million pops. 2.2 million pops doesn't look like a big number in this. Here, 2 million. But let's say there's 1,000 players playing a game at the same time and finishing them in, I'll say, dependable how much it'll take you, 15-20 minutes maybe. That would mean 2 billion pops. 2 billion pops in that short time for only 1,000 players playing. I don't know how many players are actively playing BTD6, but there's a pretty good and hefty community, as I'll say. There's also official Discord. If you want to go check it out. There's a lot of people who's going to give you some tips, who's going to give you some information. One thing that I actually don't like about BTD6 is that the devs do not allow strictly modded version to play. Well, you can put mods in your game, but you have to be careful because your account might be flagged, especially if you enter ranked modes with mods already installed in the game. They should have made a separate option in the menu to pick the modded version or vanilla version. That would be really beneficial, and I think that would be cool because there's a lot of quality mods that can help you understand BTD6 a bit better. For example, some upgrades, they tell you something, but what you exactly can get from them, it's a mystery. You have to go to the BTD6 Wikipedia, you have to then read what certain upgrades do, what monkeys have as a basic stat. For example, that monkey has 1 damage, 3 pierce. Genuinely, that can be a very, very important thing to learn. This is for only new BTD6 players, because seasoned BTD6 players will already kind of have knowledge about what tower can do what. But yeah, we have to push. It's 7 days remaining. We can do it. It's actually a bit less than 2 trillion pops to achieve. It's 1.9 and a little bit. But I believe because of this projectile ricochet, it is very easily possible. And again, I have already made shorts about it, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you what this is about. Let's enter the sandbox and I'm going to show you. I have only turned on projectile ricochet for perks for this particular video because I want to show you how does it work. Let's place Dart Monkey and let's put 15 red balloons. I should have actually made 2 spacing just in case. Let's see. What will happen? The Dark Monkey has the projectile bounce and it bounces off the screen, because in the previous season there was something like, there was a similar perk which will make projectiles bounce a lot further and they will bounce off the walls. So you could literally have a, let's say for example, Dartling gun, and it will just bounce bullets a few times before they will actually eventually reach their lifespan. So that was a really good perk. Now we have a similar thing, but now it actually hits the balloons. Look at that. And if we're gonna do, let's say, blue ones, this beats. I mean, the green was probably gonna be a struggle for him. Actually, look at that. 000 Dart Monkey with this perk managed to just beat 15 green balloons, which means that obviously each balloon has 3 HP. It wasn't as big of a challenge, right? Well, let's now place a Ninja Monkey, because this perk has a very cool function where it adds 4 pierce to the magic monkeys. Now, Ninja Monkey by default has 1 damage and 2 pierce, means he can hit 2 balloons. So let's just send that many balloons. Let's see what happens. Would you look at that? He cleared the wave. Now let's put some faster balloons. Still again. Now let's give him a shuriken and let's put even better balloons. Let's put some purples. Almost. This little balloon managed to sneak in, but still, for monkey, that is. Let's actually increase the spacing. He will beat it then, because this is like a classical round. Actually, no, he didn't. I know why. Because of the peers, you can actually get better results if you actually have them tightly together. So if you, for example, do this, it can yield a better result or worse. In this case, it yielded better. It's also a bit of RNG in this, because monkey can attack this balloon, and the projectiles can either hit more balloons or they'll hit less, and they'll just expire. Okay, that's fine. But I can see already Magic Monkeys benefited from a lot. Let's say, for example, the Super Monkey. And let's not play the... This should be... Yeah, this is easy. So let's actually put some Zebra. Wow. Let's put Rainbow. Insane, right? Let's now give him a little bit extra pierce. And let's send 34 Rainbow Monkeys. This perk is so good, especially paired with Magic Monkeys. Now, for example, let's now use Spike Factory. This is a bit of a testing video. I'm gonna just show you how does it work. So let's send it for now. And let's, for example, send 10 red balloons. As you can see, what happened? The base pierce of a Spike Factory is 5, but it has 1 damage. The pierce is more valuable whenever you actually start upgrading towards, let's say, deadly spikes, or if you go past white hot spikes and you actually go for spiked balls. Now, let's send 10 purple. They didn't make it past the first one. Let's send some rainbows. Okay, I'll say that's not bad. I'm not buying the white hot spikes because this for deadly spikes doesn't give much. From what I've seen, it makes a very little impact. So let's now send 20 rainbow blues. Let's see. Around half of the spikes has been eliminated. Well, let's give it a little bit to cook, and then let's say in a little bit we're gonna play the Moab. We're gonna put it into perspective, because let's say you have defense in the front and this, okay, the spikes start to disappear. Let's say it built up a nice pile. Oh, I forgot to, but it managed to pop. I forgot to change count, my bad. But as you can see, it managed to pop. Yeah, I think it popped like 2 or 3 mobs. Yeah, two or three mobs got popped with balloons inside. The pierce can give you a lot. And for example, let's just, for perspective, put a engineer monkey. Projectile kickback will pair really well with this, but let's just see if it's gonna be able to handle 20. Kinda. Maybe let's see this. Wow. Almost. So as you can see, it is a really good update, but again, if you don't have properly prepared defense, you will fail. That is why, for every BTD6 player out there, even if you're a new one, in which case, welcome to the game. If you are a veteran one, season 1, or let's say level 150 plus, this is where you kind of reach prestige. This is where you reach maximum monkey knowledge. I am yet to have one more monkey point to get, but important thing to actually make season event reach the required amount, which is 3 trillion to upgrade the second perk. We need to all lock in. I'm saying 2-3 games of impalpable minimum per day. I think this is going to be very important just to get this additional perk, which I believe is going to be a very, very powerful perk. Thank you for watching. Even if you didn't watch the whole video, I appreciate you. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, and hopefully we can beat this social season event, and we can achieve the goal of 3 trillion pops. This benefits all the players, by the way, all of them. And in terms of team perks, that's related to your team. If you don't have a team, enter the team and let's get this W. Take care and peace.